Hey guys, George here, back again for the train stream. Um,
Good to see everybody today.
yeah. It's like
Happy Saturday.
Tim.
How you doing, George?
I'm doing good.
What were you up to today?
We went driving.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. You're getting that age, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Why don't you scoot over a little bit? I'm trying to get a good spot for seats here today. Scoot over. How's this looking? We looking good, guys? All right, who we got here? We got
Or Angel Garcia. Welcome. Oh, shoot.
right on.
Shane's Trains, TDF Line.
Hey, Justin Hoffman. Good to see you here, bud. See which one I got. I got
Online G. New York Central J1 Hudson Productions. Tim. I think that's it, unless there's somebody up here that we didn't do.
Right. Greetings. How's everybody doing today?
George and RCT, welcome. Super Freight Saturday, yeah, we got
Super Freight Saturday.
I'm gonna pull the cat board around.
All right.
To show you how long of a train we got today.
Good show. All right, R. Thanks for coming by.
Sudoku Samurai, hello.
So I was emailing him, George, asking him where he got his name from.
Yeah?
Yep. And because I was like, oh, that's a unique YouTube name.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that it's a samurai. Well, obviously it's a samurai name because he likes some Japanese anime and yeah, cool. So Super Freight, huh?
Yeah.
2 engines here. The other one's engine 47.
Yeah.
Let's get that bad boy going. That one. Why don't you get that one going there, George? That one's Well, thanks everybody for coming in today. We're glad to have you here. We got some nice weather here in Illinois. I don't know how it is everywhere else. In Illinois here we've got 57, nice, sunny. George and I went out driving. George learning how to drive. So we went out to the parking lot, drove around a little bit. Starts driver's ed in a couple of weeks here. All right, look at that second train, George. Right before we went on, we realized that we put that train together wrong. We got some of the light box cars in the front. They should be in the back. So, got some neat.
Oh, lost the train.
Yes, we did. So good show. J1 Hudson Productions wants to know if we can run the Conrail later. Yep, we'll do that.
I might not be able to pull this one.
Well, we'll see. Let's see. So where am I at here? We got Angel Garcia. We got Shane's Trains. J1 Hudson Production. Justin Hoffman. Good show. George in Connecticut. All right. Super Freight Saturday. Exactly, guys. Here we go. So, welcome everybody. Ben, you're doing some work on your layout. That's nice. What you doing on your layout? Good to see you here.
I've got a question. I was thinking about this the other day. What's your favorite bicentennial locomotive?
Oh, easy. GG1.
Oh, that one's easy. What about you guys?
Favorite bicentennial locomotive. That is a good one.
Mine's either the SP one or the Alaskan one.
Yeah.
They had F units.
George is freaking out because to go back to the stream here. Yeah, George is actually freaking out because he is worried that he's not going to be able to get his driver's ed going, and he's been looking forward to that all year long. Ben, adding a second and third loop. That's good. Nar, you got some done on your layout too. Very good. Human City's here. George is already checking in with some nice chat. Look at that. He's already.
Okay. Fingers.
Right on. With all those super chats, I was telling George he's going to have to wear a shirt like a NASCAR. It's Human City Junction on the front.
Yeah.
Thanks to Mickey Mouse for sponsoring Super Freight Saturday.
That's right.
It's the
And
Mickey.
Brought to you by the Milwaukee Road.
Yes, sir. So, George, did you get my email? I did. I got that email a while back with your phone number, but I'm not sure what to do with it. If you want me to pass it along to George so he can give you a call, or what you want on that. So shoot me another email, but I do have your contact information. Yeah, go from there. It is a little warped guy there, isn't it? Some of those old Weaver cars are a little bit sketchy.
Yeah.
They look good, but they're sketchy cars, George. You're right. With all that super chat money, you almost can afford a coffee now, George. But George is like, well, there's this whole thing called compounding interest. It's 36 cents, and you know what? In 270 years, I have $5. Angel wants you to get your hat as white as your sweater there, George, or your sweatshirt. He says that's impossible. George says, pass it along to George, and I'm free for a call right now. Pass it along to him, but I don't want him to call, or I don't want to call during the stream, if you don't mind, George. So I will pass that along, and if you guys want to talk, that's cool. That's good by me. So J1 Hudson Productions asking if you ever had any crashes on our layout. Well, as a matter of fact,
Yesterday we had one.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we had a couple epic ones yesterday on our what was it, Fast Friday? We're doing some train racing around our layout. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it, George?
Yeah, it was.
Until we crashed. George felt a little sad after the stream.
Yeah.
But on that, I told him that his blue is a thoroughbred. And it's all right if he retires blue as a racer.
Yeah.
But we got the other two racers out. We got the Texas Special, which is my thoroughbred.
Naval one, right?
The Marines.
Marines.
Yeah, the two outgoes are battling each other. So we're gonna do some bets next time, huh, George?
Yeah. Like horse racing.
Yeah, like horse racing. Ah, gosh. So let's see here. So R says, well, I didn't see my messages. It's decently important. R, did you send me an email? I haven't checked my email in a couple hours, but I checked it this morning about 12. Did you send me an email on that, or were the messages where, I guess? So, guy, if you could clarify that for me, that'd be great. And then, let's see here.
Do you have any auto-rack cars? Not any modern ones. We have a couple of like old ones, like the open.
Yeah, we have some old ones, but not any modern ones. Those would be cool to get, though, wouldn't they, George?
Yeah, I bet you they're expensive though.
Yeah,
Probably
I
like
know.
$20 a car.
Dude, they've got the really long ones. Have you ever seen the really long, like, scale ones that Lionel makes? Those are like the biggest, longest boxes other than a steam engine or a freight engine. They're actually bigger than a freight engine.
I mean, they're bigger than they're not as big as those double door box cars.
Right. So, George, on the Amtrak engines, we were watching
Game range.
Oh, yeah. So tell me about those two different experiences. We'll start with the sleeping on a train, George. So how many times have you experienced sleeping on a train?
Only twice. Actually, that's not true. Like I don't know, 3 or 4 times. Right?
Yeah. I know that we did it at least twice. I think the circuit breaker was popped down there too, George. Barn full of trains is here. Good to see you. Right on.
But yeah, sleeping on the train was cool because like you're sleeping on the train.
Yeah.
And then I think my other favorite was what do you guys have planned for the weekend?
What do you just
Okay.
finish thought?
And then going over the Hellgate Bridge around the Acela. And that was pretty cool just because we were on the Acela, so.
Yeah, I really liked that Acela trip, George. Wasn't it a lot of fun?
Yeah.
My favorite part was when I tried to tell you guys, or tell you that the conductor that you were on the train and freaked you out. You should tell everybody that story. That's a good story.
So,
I wasn't going to get any parenting of the year points for doing that, that's for sure.
So my dad, when we were in New Jersey, my dad my dad told me to get off so he could take a picture of me next to the station sign. And he told my dad, or the conductor was like, "Hey, I don't remember you on this train before." My dad goes, "Oh no, he wasn't on the train before."
Yeah.
And I like was freaking out because my phone battery had like 5% left, so I had enough for about one call. And let's just say it wasn't gonna be to my dad. It's gonna be to my friends that live in New Jersey.
Yeah. Very good. So, those are some fun Amtrak trips, weren't they? I like to go in there and with the sleeper car, you can go and sit in the first class area.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, Mini Wistison Junction is here from the UK again. All right. We got Slipskull here. Very good. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Right down here, we're having an issue right now with the train coming off the track on the double crossover. One of the cars on there. George is trying to get that ironed out. Getting it? All right. I am looking on my email here real quick and not finding anything. George, why don't you step right in here and start getting this.
So, hello DB Tech. Oh, cab forward, one drink. Oh, you don't have drinks in here. Your Central J1 Hudson says sent an emoji with a monkey and a hard hat.
So, George, I got a surprise for you, man. No, actually, it's not really a surprise for you. You kind of know what's going on here, but a surprise for everything that's going on. We've got some special visitors tomorrow.
Yeah.
Why don't you, this is going to be a lot of fun to see. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get the stream back going up on the computer here so that we can see better. We got some friends coming in tomorrow to be a part of the live stream. We've been working on getting people on the live stream. And tomorrow on our show, we're going to have a couple friends all the way from Michigan coming in. They're going to do a little FaceTime with us. It's going to be David and Don Lambert.
They have an amazing layout.
Yeah, we had a chance to talk with them today, didn't we, George?
Yeah.
So tell me about their layout.
So it's based in Pennsylvania.
So they live in Michigan, right? But the layout
is based in Pennsylvania. I just gotta watch this. Okay, it works. And they modeled like the horseshoe curve, and it's 3-rail O scale. And their widest curve is I think 106.
All right.
Or no, 106.
Yeah.
And I don't know their I think their minimum curve is 072.
Right. They have quite the layout here. Quite the layout. Oh, that's Michigan. They've got a beautiful O-gauge layout that they're building in the basement.
Yeah.
It's in the process of being completed, but they're going to come on and share their journey. They're like us, father and son. We're going to talk about their father and son being together in a hobby and what they like about the hobby. They're also going to brag on their layout, which is really cool. We had a chance to see it. It's got really nice wide radius curves. It's modeled after Pennsylvania. When we were looking at it today, what railroad did they have on?
Norfolk Southern.
Yeah, but they've got big curves and some big steam too, don't they, George?
They have a Challenger that was out too.
Very cool. Well, I'm just looking, George. We've got another train coming around here. Some new people checking in. We got DB Tech in the house. Stephen Kofrel in the house. Get you guys some horns as it comes by. We got Carl Tweetdale Jr. in the house. Good to see you here today. I think it's the first time we've seen you by, Carl. Thanks for stopping by, hanging out with us. Got Otis Tooley checking in from West Virginia. Excellent. Again, new name here. Thanks for checking in, hanging out with us. Sitting back, running trains. Beautiful day on a Saturday, at least here in Illinois. So kick back, relax, get yourself something to drink. I think I'm going to go upstairs, get myself a iced tea, get George something to drink here in a minute. George wants a beer. Root beer. Yeah.
Let me guess, they're Caleb's trains. No, actually.
No, it's David and Don Lambert's the name of the guys. They're coming in all the way from Michigan, tuning in on us. Yep, yep. You're the first to say Tweeddale right. We got it right. Yes. Don't worry, we'll probably goof it up by the end of the stream. So, Texas Trade Masters stepping in. Good to see you, Sam. I'm glad you got the stream shut down so everybody can come back over here and see our stream. That's good. We didn't make it over there because I thought you were starting up after ours, but we're here. Bill Bailey's in the house. Let's hear it for Bill. Good show, good show. All right. Well, like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like, we're going to have them on tomorrow. And like I said, they've got a really neat story between father and son putting together a train layout. They've got a really neat layout in their basement.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's all modern too.
Yeah, yeah. So, what was your favorite part about the layout, George?
The horseshoe curve that they had.
Oh, that's it. And there's working on it right now, but the horseshoe curve
too. It's a scale horseshoe curve. Like it's like it's very realistic too. And they've only got one. They're currently working on it. They're still like in the infant stages of the layout. So you can see a lot of like it's basically the skeleton of the layout, and it's really cool to have like a hidden yard under the layout. They have really a bunch of cool stuff, and they have the one spot that's been scenic up, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. That's it was neat to check in with them and talk with them. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah.
I think what we're going to try and do going forward, I've reached out to a couple different people that usually on our streams here a lot, see if they can share their layout with us. In fact, I've asked, I've reached out to a couple, and maybe next week we'll have more than just these guys on tomorrow. We'll have a couple coming on each day.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed we can get the software to work right.
All right, well, I'm going to try and fix this real quick.
All right, no problem. No problem there, George. I'll come over here. So, shocked to see if I can even pull that much. We got some pretty good long freight trains going on here. I'm going to go to the Epic Cam, I think. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, what do you guys all think of those train races yesterday? Those Tucker, George, and I out. We weren't sure if we liked them or disliked them at the end of that. We had some of our favorite trains that we were running, or not favorite trains, but we had some trains that were running around, falling off the track. My inner train guy was screaming at me because my inner train guy said that we shouldn't have been crashing trains like that. But we have a good time running them fast, don't we, George? Yep. All right, let me see if I got this here going right. Step back in here, George.
Anyways, let's see. Sorry I missed a few things. Did you say you were going to update some software?
IndyCar jumpsuit that he's going to wear, not fire suit. He's going to have all of his sponsors. Human City Junction going to be right across the top, although some people said that it was going to be brought to him by Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
Today's stream is brought to you by Mickey Mouse.
Walt Disney.
The Mega Train Lover wants to know if we got the UP 9000, George.
We do not have a 9000.
We got a request to have one of the trains put in the back. Maybe we can.
I don't think that's possible.
Really?
Yeah.
We put the dummy back there?
Yeah, then what are we going to run in the front?
One that's in the front.
I guess.
I'm just saying.
If we have another dummy, we can put it in the back. I guess we can try something later.
Try that Dialco dummy.
Very bad.
A little bit different than you're probably thinking here, but hey, Jikoku Samurai says, George, you're going to need to let some steam off and have some fun sometimes. Well, I tell you what, that's what we try and do. We come down here, have some fun, hang out with our buds, our friends, and we appreciate it. I'm sure as all of you know, this whole stay-at-home thing sometimes gets a little frustrating. As a matter of fact, it's so frustrating that my kids were about ready to blow their stack, and I had to make a deal with George. So George is going to be starting a driver's ed class. It's a private driver's ed class at the end of May here. And the driver's ed class looks like it might not be something that he can get started on, which has kind of got George bummed because he wanted to get it, he wants to learn how to drive. So I thought, all right, what can we do here? And I thought, okay, well, let's go to the school parking lot in drive around a little bit. So we got Mom's car, drove over to the school parking lot. I got out of the driver's seat, and George rolled around the parking lot a little bit. So he was driving with that. So Harry Rollins, ready for the race. All right. So
I have to find some new engines.
right. Well, no, we got engines. We're just taking old Blue out of the rotation, right?
Yeah, you were tired yesterday.
What's that, George?
You were tired yesterday.
Oh, retirement for Blue. Hey, Charles Morehouse in the house. See what I did there? Morehouse in the house. I'd like to get some more house in the house, George. See what I did there? That's pretty good. Angel wants to race you. Oh, Angel, you want to race. You don't want to race George. You want to race me. See, I was just holding back yesterday, letting George win because I wanted him to feel good. It's like a father thing that you do for your son sometimes. You just let him. I don't want George to walk around, with a crushed ego all the time. So, Bill Bailey says, my parents have good sized layout, but we've been working on it to add all of the lighting and all of the sidings to work when I run trains. Most of them are up to 50 cars. That must be a huge layout, Bill. That's quite the stake. And what scale you running, Bill? So Harry Rollins is ready to race. Said that. Going through the stream here. Human City Junction says, did you see Sparky's Part 3 video? I did not. I do know that I had some problems yesterday with the subscribers that we had here, and there's some issues with, I think, his plan. So I figure at some point when I'm not doing things and I'm tuned back into doing the YouTube thing, figure out what it's about. Want to give me a little update of what the video is about there, Human City Junction? Ooh, Harry wants the Cab 4 versus the J3A, George.
That's like so unfair. Cab 4's gonna lose.
Yeah,
we did. We put it back in the trains.
Yeah, we do. Not exactly probably the one that you were thinking of, but it's
maybe we can replicate some GTEX.
What's that, George?
Oh, it's just I don't know what it is, but I think it's a scrapyard. But they had P-42s on the back of the train.
Yeah. Hey, Grandpa's checking in. Good to see you, Grandpa. I was wondering if you're going to come in today. Grandpa's always here, always checking in, always making sure that we're on the straight and narrow, right, George?
That's right.
Keeping it on the straight and narrow and keeping our trains highballed and in shape.
Sorry, Mom and I were having to carry out lunch from Cooper's Hawk.
Oh, very nice. You can't beat Cooper's Hawk lunch. That's for sure.
In fact, hold on, I'm going to be back. Make sure it doesn't,
I see. Well, that's good. Then I'm not doing it wrong. I was trying to make sure today when I was going through those everybody that I sub to, I tried to go to their channel and write a little something about a video that they have there. So that I get it. Charlie's Model Trains. George is back at it again with his yachts. In fact, I might have to go upstairs. I'm thinking that it might be iced tea time for me. I'm gonna scoop up a root beer for George. Angel, you must be familiar with Cooper's Hawk, huh? Cooper's Hawk is my mom and dad's favorite. They're in the wine club, and they're always drinking Cooper's Hawk Club wine. Well, J1 Hudson Productions, there's a running joke with getting George to say cab forward, because we have a game on the show. It's where every time George says cab forward, that you have to do a drink. So go get yourself a nice iced tea or a Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola or Sprite or root beer, whatever is your flavor, grab it, and then every time George says cab forward, you got to do a drink. So that's the GFW Trains game. We started that one up, and it was yesterday. And what did he get up to yesterday? How many cab forwards did he say? I think he said cab forward 20 times? 20 times? All I got to say is I was all done with my iced tea by the time we were done with the show. So DB Tech, 20 cars. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 and a caboose. 22 and a caboose on the out one. So 23 cars on the outside track. Let's see. Charlie said, yep, Guy, I love my iced tea. That's for sure. Love my iced tea. All right, Charlie, that's good. I would say that apple juice would be a good thing to drink. I like iced tea in model trains. Apple juice in model trains is just as good. George just piped up in the other room here. He's like, what about apple cider? If your apple cider's your thing, I'm a thumbs up on apple cider as well. All right. J1 Hudson Productions says nothing because I'm broke. Well, get yourself a nice tall glass of water. Yeah. Tall glass of water. Too bad you don't live here in Illinois. I'd swing by your house and drop you off a care package so that we can all sit around and have a good time. Hey, Cole Smith's here. Let me get you a whistle, Cole. Cole's saying, you know what your strongest and weakest locomotive is? What do you think is our strongest locomotive, George? The AC9 is the strongest locomotive that we got. That thing will pull a ton. Actually, I think that 1218, well, no, the 1218 used to be strong, but now it's not so strong. Oh, perfect. Hey, we have got a good look at right here. Ready? Perfect. That's a good look right there.
It's even got sounds.
That is a
some
good
classic
look.
Williams sounds.
That is some good stuff. All right. So we got that. Glad you liked the contest, DB Tech. So we'll get back to Cole. Listen to Cole Smith, see what you got there. Your strongest and weakest engine. I'm going to go through these, and then I'm going to get back to you. Charlie's Model Train got some pink lemonade. That's good stuff. Ara's asking, what flavor iced tea do I like?
Arnold Palmer.
I like Arnold Palmer's, but I like my iced teas like strong, with some good flavor. DB Tech's drinking some Bush. We like Bush. That's good. Grandpa's kicking back today, drinking some fruit of the grape.
When you bring the can, can you bring the can down? Don't open it. Okay.
Hey George, Carl Tweedy's checking in, and he says that he has a DC layout, and I'm thinking about getting DCC. What are the benefits and is it better? I'm not really the person to ask about that. I don't. George, you know anything about that?
We model in O scales.
So we've got an O gauge layout here. I apologize, we're not able to answer that better. Actually, what I'll do though, Carl, is throw it out there to everybody who's on the stream. We've got all kinds of different modelers here, modeling all kinds of different trains. And does anybody have any information that they could help Carl out with? Because George and I, limited knowledge to O scale. George has got a little bit. I said ours is limited to O scale. Our knowledge is O scale.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No problem. No problem. George has got HO. So, Jagoku's asking, Harry Rollins checking in saying, let's have a highball. All right, that's a good idea. That's okay. All right, that sounds like a good idea. And guess what ours trains is saying, George?
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if we'll ever see him back. So why don't you check in right here, George? Bring it up, and I'm going to go get us something.
All right, ours trains 2 days age smoke will send. Today I will be iced tea flavors, by the way. Congrats on 300. Oh yeah, congrats on 300 hours trains. Is that a push on the rear? Yes. I'm thirsty, so cap forward. My sub count is going crazy. Went from 238 from 238 to 227. Oh, that's not good. Hard Tweety Jr. More realistic operation, easier to run multiple trains. That is true, yeah. Do you guys ever mess with G-Gauge? We don't have any G-Gauge. Actually, that's not true. My grandpa has some, like, Lionel G-Gauge, like the original Lionel G-Gauge, not the new crappy stuff, but, yeah. Like, when they actually try. Who did you say needs help? I have a lot of HO. I think somebody, Tweedale Jr., forget his first name, sorry. We don't have the comments pulled up over here. Actually, I can try and do that real quick. Oh, yeah, I think that's gone. But oh, Carl, that's his name. Yes. Can you run the Conroe Mac? We'll do that later in the stream. I don't think with these the long trains won't do good with the Mac, just because it's a Proto 1 engine and it's conventional. So, I'm pretty sure DCAC is better because you get speed and whistles and other things, because that's what I thought. My lad is HO on my 35. you read comments, please speak louder. Okay. DC, you drive the track. DCC, you drive the train locomotive. That is true. Yeah. DC is like the track current, if I'm pretty sure. So you control how much power is going to the track. In DCC, it's full throttle, and then you control it. Yeah, that's true. Uh-oh. CSX NS train videos. Welcome. Oh, got the cab forward over here.
Yeah, get him a. All right, George. All right, and George, I just heard him say cab forward, so cheers. Ah, very good, very good.
Dang, like that Williams horn.
No, that was a like remote control, George. It's like all you gotta do is think about it, and that Williams horn will go off.
Yeah.
See?
I spy with my little Lionel chair.
Yeah, look at that. That was a gift from my wife. It was in my workshop for years, and since we've been out here doing these live streams,
It was upstairs for a long time.
Yeah, it was upstairs, and since we've been doing these live streams, brought that out here, and away we go. So the cab forward count, George, is at 4, by the way.
Cab forward.
Oh, 5. Bottoms up.
Did I just hear George open a beer?
Oh, yeah.
Beer.
Of course. GFW Trains is a family-friendly show here. Family-friendly, that's for sure.
Yeah. Man, that cab forward is a real nice engine.
Oh, there we go. George loves his cab forward. So here's the funny thing. George, tell him about that the rear engine over here. Actually, you know what I'll do is as you're telling him about the rear engine, I'm gonna pull up the camera. So go ahead.
So that engine is a early Williams engine.
It's not early. It's early to you probably. You make me feel old when you say that's an early Williams.
It is.
You know what early Williams is at? He's 60, which is probably about 30 years older
Okay,
than that
fine.
one.
It's like MPC era, right? Or no, LTI era, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's an LTI, or not LTI, but like same time as the LTI. And that's the original Norfolk Southern. So that was the one that. Oh boy, that's gonna get annoying. Hold on, let's see if I can fix that. Anyways, so it's an older Williams engine, and it's actually given to me. It came in a set. There's another engine. Oh dang, it's got.
I'm not getting this one going today.
Let's see. Trying to figure out how to turn off the sound. But oh, this is probably like that Weaver engine. Anyways, so yeah, it's an earlier Williams engine. Norfolk Southern, the original Norfolk Southern, so it looks weird. Or the paint scheme is different. Doesn't look weird.
I think it's cool looking. You got that as a 2-unit set, right, George?
Yeah, I have the other one. And there, I just took out this because somebody wanted to see the trim in the back. This is the only other Norfolk Southern Rummy that we have.
George has got to be prototypical on his railroad.
Yes. So, see if we can do this.
Very good.
There we go.
So,
Alright, see you near Central J1 Hudson Productions.
thanks for coming by. Thanks for if you come back. Hopefully we'll get a chance to run that Conrail for
It's
you.
an SD45. Okay, I'm taking that off.
Charlie says if he gets a stomachache from drinking too much, it's your fault. Yeah, we'll blame it on George, won't we? That's a good one. I like that.
And that cab forward is real nice.
So, Hudson Production wants to run that Conrail for him before he goes. Why don't we do that? Just give it a try, George. We'll give it a try. George is giving me a face like that might not happen.
I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be good.
Let's give it a try, George. Hang with us. You're gonna have to, while George is checking this all out, you're gonna have to listen to me for a while. So, let's see here. GFW trains, if I get a stomach, all right. Powered by the hour. You can run anything, Grandpa says, George. Powered by the hour. I like that. I like that. Hey, J1, Newark Central, J1 Hudson Productions, are you here or are you leaving? Check in if you're here. If you are here, we'll put on that Conrail. If not, we're going to keep rolling.
What's going to happen. It's going to turn on and all those bots are going to fly off.
Let's see here. Carl says, how often you guys stream and when? Yep, just like everyone says, George and I have been trying to pass the time here at this stay-at-home. And we've been passing the time by getting on here, working on the train now, and doing live streams. We do it 3 p.m. Central Time every day, generally a couple hours, depending on how good the flow is and what everybody's talking about, whether we've got people tuning in and checking in on everything that's going on. So there we go, George. All right. Well, good, Carl. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, and it's good to have you by. So, Carl, as we're going through all of this stuff, well, a lot of us have been on here and meeting each other and talking every day and knowing each other. Carl, let us know a little bit about yourself. What kind of trains do you model? What are the some different things that you like? What's in your train now? There we go. We got the Conrail and New York Central J1 Productions. It looks like he's out of the house anyhow.
I'm going to take it off.
No, give it a couple of seconds. Give it a couple of seconds, just in case he's watching and hasn't checked in. Bill Bailey says, next to all of the trains, but on the side with the cab forward, is that CNO or something else? Oh, yeah, you saw that one. We got a couple of CNOs over there.
Yeah, we have a H5 Mallet and a Berkshire.
Let me see if I can get something going here. Now we'll get the. See if we can get you in a better view on those.
Only 20 cars per train. The train we operating here is 30 cars plus a condensed track. Power those cars on one track. Maybe later. So let's see. Wait. 2 conventional engines on George Lashlot. We don't have. The one behind it's a dummy unit. Yeah. My dad, remember, 20 O-gauge cars equals 30 S-gauge cars. That is correct. I have a conventional DC O-gauge, just small and full. I also have HO insulation. But that's cool. I have a little bit of I have a pretty big size of a HO scale change, and then I have a little bit of N scale.
We're having a hard time with our Epic Cam here today, George. Can't get that one up for people to watch the trains around the track. Try that one more time. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, train fans of all ages. All we get is a spinning wheel.
Hey, maybe people want to see the spinning wheel.
One more time. Maybe they would.
Simulates like water. Anyways, sorry for my grammar. Oh, it's okay. I have pretty bad grammar too. But yeah. Whoa, who are you calling gentlemen? Who are you calling a gentleman?
Oh, yeah, I forgot my crowd here. You got to play to the crowd, George.
Wait, I don't get it.
He's saying that there's no gentleman here.
Oh. So ladies and kids.
All right, we're giving up on this one. I am not having good luck with my. Nope, not having good luck with that.
Is your layout based on a certain year, or is it just any trains you like? Because my parents are based on the C&O and B&O and Pennsylvania. Well, the railroad it's supposed to go from our hometown of Yorkville to New Jersey or New York.
So it goes from Yorkville through to Chicago.
Then to New York and then New Jersey.
So you know what I'm going to do too, George? Just so I can't get it, we've got a camera that we're usually able to move over. But what I'm going to do, since we're over here, I'll just grab this one. You can see those C&O engines over here. Sorry, I wanted to make sure that you saw those. Those are some of our favorites to run, so hopefully you come back and we'll be running those. George?
See if the bird can pull this.
I think the Burt can pull that one, no problem, George.
I don't know, man.
What's that?
I don't know. You can barely pull the 20th Century Limited.
Really?
Cars, yeah.
Huh.
That's the when it was wheel slipping, like really bad.
There we go. Get back up here.
And basically the layout, it's not really based on any year. I mean, mostly like modern and then steam era. Nothing really in between.
Right, right.
So, yeah. I see yesterday's NW2s. Yes.
Yeah, the racers right there. The racers. Those are George's two racers. Although the 624 Old Blue, George's first engine, George made the announcement that that engine's retiring from racing.
Yeah, it is.
We're going to have to go out and be on the lookout for a new racing train for you, George.
Yes.
Like my good old Texas Special. Let me grab the Texas Special. It's my racer.
$10 whole. Was it worth it?
$10, ladies and gentlemen. $10, boys and girls. Right there, the 1055, Wally's Texas Special Racer.
Ugliest engine in the world.
It could be, but it's also fast. Ugly and fast. Don't need to be,
Yeah.
So, very good. Hey, George, DB Tech was asking about the pink box car that he saw there on the train.
This is a Relax car. It's on track for a cure. It's a cure for trying to find a cure for cancer car made by Atlas. It's a real nice car. It's actually probably one of my favorites.
I do. I like that one too.
But yeah, so it's pretty neat.
Before you go any further, George, CSX and Norfolk and Southern train videos. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you could hang out with us for a little while today. Good to have you here. So, thanks. Onward and upward. All right, go ahead.
And so yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really nice. It's got roller bearings in the truck, so the wheels spin real nice.
So you got roller bearings, or are they just like the pointed trucks there?
I think they're.
Oh yeah, it does. It's got it. It's really cool. It's got the roller bearings right in there.
We only have a couple. I think that engine or that car has roller bearings in them. The Caboose has roller bearings, and then a couple of those have roller bearings.
Right. Grandpa's saying that we need to hook up our Caboose cam. I think you're right on that one, Grandpa. That would be a fun.
Be a hard one, though.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, I mean, it's just hard to get it to work on the phone.
Yeah, we'll have to give that a try. Human Cities Junction says running some long trains today. Did George set everything up today? George, the answer to that one is
5 minutes before.
George was like a whirling dervish right before the stream started, like taking stuff off. I will give George. I'll cut George some slack today because George was going stir crazy. We had lunch today, which my daughter correctly pointed out. Even though it was lunch, it was we ate breakfast for lunch. That I think my family was about ready to tear each other apart. At least my kids were. So I told George that, hey, let's go out and blow off some steam by driving around a little bit. So I took George out driving, and we drove until a few minutes until we could come back down here. So got that. And got rolling on that. So let's see here.
You need to film some videos. We even have a bunch actually. Unless you deleted them. But
what's that?
We have a lot of bloopers.
Oh, we do. George loves George doesn't love bloopers, but he makes a lot of bloopers. Our train saying that that Texas Special will be $120 at his train store. Yeah, it'll probably be at the train store by us too. But there's some good deals around. Just keep your eyes open. I think I got that one though. That was one of my very first trains. I got that one at York, $10. I was a lot younger than George, and I got my $10, punked that down, and I knew that was going to be my racing engine. Yeah, I want that one.
Cool.
Yeah. I think that's my
Did
first
you
train that
bargain?
I think that's $10. I think that was my first train that I ever personally bought.
You should have tried to buy it with go $5.
Yeah, yeah. So Carl's saying that his dad has a cure for cancer caboose. That's pretty cool. Yeah. DB Tech says save second base. It looks something different. I thought it was Charmin or something. Oh, that's cool. DB Tech. I would love to see that save second base car. I like the theory, or I like the theme on that one. So Human City Junction says Charles Model Trains. Which car is ugly? The pink one is really great. Grandpa says that the El Capitan has roller bearings on his layout. That's true.
Oh yeah, that one's.
Charlie's Model Trains, Human City Junction says no, not the boxcar, the Texas Special. Ooh. That was the train was rolling around good, and all of a sudden something got jammed up there. So trying to keep up. Bill Bayless says, when did you guys start building the table? Bill, well, the table. I'm not a carpenter, and so we've been slowly building the layout, and it's been about a year and a half that we've been working on the train layout here, but we've really made a lot of progress on it within the last 30 days, probably 45 days, and the stay-at-home has helped out a lot. So we got the carpet laid, we got the bench work done. We're working on the electronics right now. Getting the electronics and trying to get all of the rails so that the trains run around nice and not get off the track. Grandpa says he didn't drive, did he?
Wait, what?
Grandpa's asking about you. He didn't drive, did he?
I did.
Let's see here. Can you read what Tim says right here?
I see the cab Ford is running pre-1954 when all the headlights.
I did that on purpose because I needed to wet my whistle a little bit.
Well, I can turn the headlight on if you want. Tim's always on my case for not running trains.
Gotcha. Ours Train says garage sales are awesome if you know how to fix line L. Guy was selling an entire 671 set with the original box and all the cars and track for only $75. That's a steal right there, my friend.
He said he couldn't ship out of New Jersey. You should have offered him how much do you think that set's worth?
That's a good set. Right. Too bad they couldn't ship out there, huh? So Michael's checking in. Michael, glad to see you here. Let's get a whistle for Michael. Glad you love the J. What time, George?
3 o'clock Central.
3 o'clock Central. Chicago time.
Cab Ford. Channel favorite. That's right.
You got it. You got it.
So good, the Cab Ford, man.
Oh. Bottoms up, everybody.
I love the Mickey Mouse wig. Oh, thanks. I got it at a Disney World. We should come up with a nickname for the Cab Ford. Maybe we should start calling it the train that never.
Oh no, Human City Junction. George likes you. What are you trying to do? Get him
yeah,
to
what the
not
heck?
like you? So we're at 10, George. 10.
10 what?
So anyway, Brian Burns, you're here finally. Rock and roll, Brian. Kick back, relax, get yourself something nice to drink. George is drinking some root beer.
So good.
I'm drinking some
Cab
iced tea.
Ford,
Good stuff. Oh, actually, I gotta show my cup. Cup's pretty cool. We got the cup from the Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad in Titusville, Pennsylvania. Anybody ever? We got some people from Pennsylvania here in the house. Anybody from Pennsylvania ever go on that railroad? George and I went on there. It was really cool. And I believe that railroad has the only RPO car that still operates.
Oh,
The post office
yeah.
car, remember?
Yeah, that's.
All right, I'm going to switch the computer down here.
George, wait. All right, let's see. So, what's the newest train you ever got? Probably one of the newer ones, or either the Norfolk and Western engine, or the Burlington Ace. This one.
So they're saying that rather than the nickname for Cab Ford, George,
Yes.
is going to be engine backwards.
This is our newest engine. Comes with the unattached front truck.
Oh, Brian Burns is from Pennsylvania, where Weaver models are made. That's cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've never heard of it, but then again, I'm in a small village in the country. Heard of what?
Oil Creek and Titusville Railroad.
Oh,
Tell them about the hotel we stayed at there.
it was a caboose motel.
Yeah.
So all the rooms were cabooses, and we got a casino bay window caboose.
Yeah. So right there by the railroad, they have I think about 8 or 10. It's very similar to the one there in Strasburg, but they have 8 or 10 cabooses, maybe a little bit more than that. And you can stay in a caboose. So George and I went in and had the opportunity to stay in the caboose and had a good time that night, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of junk food, and we sat and watched the train go back and forth while they were switching.
What kind of trains did they have there again? They had a couple of RS3s, right? It's been a while.
They weren't RS3s.
No?
They were like some sort. I don't know the engine,
But they had some neat equipment.
Yeah, they had some like an old ancient BC rail. God, I can't remember the engine number.
But it's a neat tourist railroad that they have out there, and I didn't know this, but right where that's at was where the first oil boom was in the whole world. And at the time, it was where most of the oil from the whole world was coming from.
Andrew Garcia says, how big are the TCA modular layouts?
Well,
Depends.
The modules are about 3 feet or 4 feet by 2 feet, I think is what the dimensions are.
So like, right?
Yeah. And
Well,
about
it's bigger than 2 feet.
Okay, probably about 4 feet by 2.5. Yeah, 3 feet or actually, so it's all based on the sheets of plywood. So anyway, and sometimes we get as many as I'd say as many as 80 modules hooked up on that train layout. So we got a lot there. So
They were Alcos, ours trains.
Alright, so I'm losing here. DB Tech did not. Michael says the NARM, aka North Alabama Railroad Museum, has a fully restored Southern RPO. Wow, that's cool. Those RPOs are beautiful. They're, the one in Oil Creek and Titusville is it operates, so you can actually write a letter on it and send it out of there, and you get a postmark from the Oil Creek and Titusville RPO car.
Didn't we do that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So ours says it'll be a dream motel. Yeah, you bet. Charles Montreal says you almost popped my tooth out. Hopefully that's not a permanent.
Tire came off one of my brackets, and now it's stuck in my gum. And my dad has to take the pliers out.
DB Tech says, well, get it out, put it under your pillow, you might get a train. Or at least a little bit of money for a train.
Andrew Garcia says, I'm actually pretty excited to go and see one of the TCA modular. When does that season start up?
It's usually starts up in March. Is when we start doing some stuff. Our first one we missed, which is Southland out there in Lyons Township High School.
We couldn't go to... Yeah.
So Big Bill's checking in. South Brooklyn Railroad says, hey, what are we, a Mickey Mouse operation here?
We got the Mickey Mouse car going on over there.
Mickey Mouse car. We got the Mickey Mouse sweatshirt. Yeah.
We have a goofy one, too,
I think so. Well, good for checking in, Bill. Thanks for coming in, saying hello. Good to see you.
LJL Rail Yard, welcome to the stream.
LJL Rail Yard. Hey, I got good news for you, LJL.
Is that right?
Yeah, we shipped out your caboose yesterday. So.
And DB Tech, we shipped out
Yep.
the clock.
Yeah, DB Tech's still here. We shipped out the clock, and we shipped out the caboose yesterday. So those prizes are en route to your house as we speak.
Okay.
Okay? Right on. So, yeah, that was cool sleeping in that caboose, wasn't it, George?
Yeah, it was really cool. The best part was the pizza, soda.
Oh, it was back in the day when George wasn't allowed to have as much pizza and soda as he is now. So, but I told him we could get whatever he wanted, and he's like,
We went to a grocery. Dude, it was in the middle of nowhere too. There's like a river going through there. Well, we originally went down there for canoe racing nationals.
Right.
And I had just finished the first day race with you.
Right.
And I was really tired. We went on the train trip, which was really cool. And when we got back, we stayed at the hotel or the motel, and we got a Casino Bay window caboose in the yellow pants. And we went to the grocery store before. We got all the junk food thing. We got like a crazy ton of candy, pop. We ordered pizza from Papa John's.
That
Or not Papa
good.
John's.
It sounds good, huh?
I
Little
forgot-
Caesars?
Yeah, Little Caesars, yeah. And then they had this porch out in front of the caboose. Or no, it was the spot, it's the front of the caboose, and you just went over there. and We brought up a couple of lawn chairs and watched them switch the train that we were
Right.
earlier that
So
day.
LJ Aurelian's checking it. He says that he's just been learning about chocolate on passenger trains in the olden days. I've never heard of that. LJ, why don't you give us a little education what you found out there. Let us know. Put it up in the stream.
Do you like chocolate? My mom does. I'm not really a big chocolate.
I am a chocolate fan. I love
there we
chocolate.
Go. We got the modules.
Oh yeah, there we go. Dimensions from Tim right there. So Angel, check out Tim's a bit big in the modular group with us. Brian says he just finished mowing the funds for and uses funds for a decapod, a second M1, or most likely a second M1. Oh, that's what you want to buy, is it? I think that's what you're trying to say. Angel's asking about the events that the modular group does, George. We usually do about 6 of them, and I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but they generally go from about March until November.
We have 2 big ones, and then the rest are just smaller.
Right.
But our biggest one's Milwaukee Train Fest, Angel. If you're gonna go to one, that's the one we suggest because it's just we have most of the layout there, and not everybody goes, but we have a lot. It's the biggest layout we set up. We have at most about 60 modules put together. We're the biggest layout at the Train Fest, which is pretty cool.
Human City wants to know who made your YouTube card, George.
Oh, a friend of mine did. His name is Matthew Garson. He's sometimes pops into the stream.
He popped in the other day and said to look on his Insta. What was that all about, George?
He's making 1,000 special. Yeah, actually, he did a really nice job. He sent me a picture of it. It was
pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Does the TCA do ampers? We used to, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we still do.
But not our group. But the TCA does go out there to do that one. Not the Midwest Division, the group that we're talking about. So Human City Junction says, "Yikes! Don't you guys know good pizza?" George has got a very low.
Yeah, dude. I like anything with good crust and good pepperoni.
Right.
Where do you guys get most of your trains? The OGR form.
Well, there's a couple of different spots that we go. That's OGR form, right?
And then going to train shows.
We go to a lot of train shows. George and I belong to a club called the Train Collectors Association, specifically the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association. And we get a lot of our stuff going to the train shows through the Midwest Division Train Collectors Association. And yeah, it's good, huh?
Yeah, and then we got some real good stuff off eBay too.
Sometimes on eBay. But the number one spot that we go to is the Train Collectors Association. Sorry about the buffering, guys. Hopefully that we've got over that hump. All right, it looks like we got a healthy stream. YouTube saying here, so.
I cannot print decals that are small for an N-scale car. Oh yeah, that might be hard for.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll maybe George can reach out to him for you on that one.
Do you guys go to the Wheaton Train Show every month?
Yep, we usually go every month, or if we were busy, we're probably about 6 times a year, I'd say. Wouldn't you, George?
Yeah. What's a good event to meet you guys at? Well, if you're gonna meet us at an event, probably go to one of
Train Fest.
Well, Train Fest, yes, but you wanna probably go to a TCA meet before you go to the.
Is Angel asking that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we'll look you up. We'll let you know.
But
we might be doing some social stuff over the summer. The TCA. Maybe even if you can come out, assuming that things are rolling, and we'll see. We've got a really, really good event that's in the fall at the Illinois Live Steamers. That would be a fun one to have him come out and meet some people and everything like that.
But
it's a picnic out there at the Illinois Live Steamers where we all ride on 1.5 or 7.5 gauge trains.
But yeah, I think before you go to a modular event, check out or come to one of the TCA meets before, just so people know who you are and get to meet you first. And then when you go to the modular layout, you're not like a spectator. If that makes sense.
Right. So DB Tech saying we need to figure out how to do a YouTube swap, sale, buy missing train shows. I agree. I don't know how to do that, DB Tech, except for selling some of George's trains. How about that daylight back there? Anybody want to buy that daylight?
We're at Conrail SD80.
100.
100?
Yep. Get that Conrail going, man. Let's get this train going. There we go. LGL, I agree. Chicago does have much better pizza. We got great pizza here in Chicago. Bill Bailey says Ohio never go to ENS Train Show. They lied to us. Well, that's too bad. We have a booth at Train Fest to sign autographs, George. George loves Train Fest, that's for sure. Hey, New York Central J1 Hudson Productions. I'm Q. Guess what we just started up? We got your Conrail for you.
Would you guys be able to help me get some info on a TCA and how to get up? Yeah, we can definitely.
Who's asking that one?
Angel.
All right, yeah, definitely, Angel. We'll get that for you. I'll shoot you something on Facebook with the YouTube or the internet, the link to the Midwest Division site, which would be the group that you're coming to. But just stay in contact with us. I really want to get you involved with the modular group. I really think you'd enjoy that.
He's joking about the daylight. He can sell his daylight. Actually, no. If he wants to go there, the Conrail SD80's for sale then too.
$100. Oh, George, you're turning red. You must be angry that I'm trying to sell you juice. Oh, yeah? So, ours train's saying that his live steam club is 7 1/4, not 7 1/2 gauge, which makes it more hard to find, I guess. Because they're smaller. It's a joke, right? It's a joke.
7 1/2 gauge stuff is pretty hard to find. You know, finding what you want, it's expensive too.
I don't think Grandpa's, yeah, all right. Cuban City Junction always says if he's asked if we got to check the bags on our when we're on our way out of his house and make sure we didn't take anything. Grandpa says they always sneak out because they figure out a way to distract him. There's 2 of us and only 1 of Grandpa. We got that. We got that down, don't we?
Is the engine backwards for sale? No. That would never be for sale.
J1, and New York Central J1 says that he'd get that SD80. Yeah, but it's O scale, so no. That they operated and then they just cut them cold turkey. I've heard that the 1218 probably can't ever get fired up again.
Listen, like, you're gonna be motivated.
Yeah.
Sometimes they feel generous, they will get yeah, got anything O-gauge that needs for sale? I don't really have any O-gauge strains for sale. Unless you want to buy some TCA PAs.
Those are cool engines. We should run those one day. Even the Train Book Kids show in Sarkin says they heard rumors that the 1218 would be fired up one day. I hope so. That's one of my favorite engines.
That's never.
And Grandpa says Charlie says.
Yeah, somebody still operating the 611. I think it's Roanoke. No, it's in Club. I don't know who.
It operates out of Roanoke.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't think it's a train.
I bet you somebody knows. Who's it that operates that 611 out of Roanoke there?
See ya, Bill Bailey.
Oh, you know what? Grandpa's right. He's saying we need to push those the TCA cars, the Maxi Stack cars. So our group, the Midwest Division of the Train Collectors Association, is selling some custom Maxi Stack cars. Tomorrow I'll have them on. If you want to buy something, those are pretty cool. We're doing them as a fundraiser. No, we don't. We're doing them as a fundraiser, and they're really beautiful cars. We bought 4 of them. I'm probably going to buy another couple of them so that we can have a unit train, but we'll have to show you those. Grandpa's right. We need to push those. Bill, well, thanks for coming in today. I'm glad they can hang out with us for a little while and run some trains. So, rock and roll. Have a great day. Onward and upward.
How can I get involved with the Train Collectors Association? So that's interesting. Do they do HO scale?
There's a little bit of HO scale. I have to tell you, the Train Collectors Association is mostly O-gauge centric. So if HO is your thing, that you might not scratch your itch on that other than just being around a lot of people that like trains. And you're kind of like George, where they not only have O-scale stuff, but they've got HO and a lot of other things as well.
It's not O. It's not like.
It's not O specific. There's S gauges, but it's very O centric. If that makes sense. Bill, yeah, we will be on tomorrow. Every day we're on 3 o'clock Central Time. So hopefully we'll see you back here.
again, thanks for coming. Enjoy the day. Have a good one.
They did have a second steamboat. It was a 4501 and 630.
Who's that?
The NS.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they did, but they just kind of borrowed somebody else's. That's not really a steam program.
It's funny, too.
They just borrowed the Tennessee Valley. I guess they did help pay for it. It's a good story. If you don't know the story of this 4501, you're going to have to check out. There's a really good YouTube video called "And Then There Was One." It's about the 4501, which is the Mikado at the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. They used to be a Southern locomotive, and it was one of the very first saved steam locomotives, and it kind of started the era of the railroads saving steam locomotives so that they didn't get scrapped. So, LJL Rail Yards, to answer your question, though, about the Train Collectors Association, I should make a text to this, but the place that you want to go is traincollectors.org. That's the website. You can Google it, Train Collectors Association, but their web, and it'll take you there. But traincollectors.org is their web link. Check it out. I think there's 40,000 members or 30,000 members. It's a huge organization with groups all over the United States with different things to do. Hashtag bring back the 759. The 759 is a Berkshire at Steamtown. I'm with you on that. It always pains me that there were a lot of those beautiful steam engines that were operating and all operating at the same time, and they brought them into Steamtown and parked them, and now they don't use them anymore. But luckily they've kept them in pretty good shape, and hopefully if there's ever a desire to get some of those going, they can just get those going again.
Okay, JW, I have to go, but I'll be back again tomorrow. We'll see ya.
Hey, Carl, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed your time here. We enjoyed having you. So we'll see you tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Rock and roll. Happy trails. Onward and upward.
Do you do live stream? Yes.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, LJL. We're doing a live stream right now. So clarify that. And so you have a train book kids show and songs. Has ever heard of Little River Railroad 110? No, haven't heard of that one. Give us an education. Put something up on the stream and tell us about that. Our chances, I tell you, I wish there was Youth Model Railroad Club 50 miles from my area. I'm trying to get my school principal to let me bring in my 4x6 layout for our school fair, but there's no point. That's too bad, R. I hope that someday, and maybe we can talk about this when you come on. Hopefully you'll come on our live stream. I would like for people like you and George, and there are some other younger model railroaders on the live stream here. I'd love for you guys to try and figure out some way where you can communicate, maybe a Discord together or a group chat together where you guys can share and talk about your love of trains. George, there's some people that George from time to time meets with that he met in New Jersey, and they communicate. And I would love to have that going on and have you guys do that. Maybe that's something that we can talk about when you're on the live stream. Michael says, sorry I cannot stay, but I plan on going on GFW Trains Video Marathon now that I found you. Everyone, please stay safe. God bless us all. Yep. Michael, thanks for coming by. I'm glad that give Michael a horn whistle, George. Thanks for coming by. I hope you enjoy the GFW Trains videos. We haven't been doing a lot of videos right now because we've been investing all our times in these live streams, and it seems like there's not much other time to do YouTube stuff other than this. So Ian says the 759 was the first Berkshire in an excursion service. I think, yeah, it was. The cool thing about those Berkshires, though, Ian, is that there are a lot of other Berkshires around that are really nice Berkshires. There's the one in South Bend. There's the one in Owasso, or not South Bend. It's in Indiana. Gosh, I can't think of right off the top of my head. Oh, Fort Wayne, Indiana. And there's the 1225 that's in Owasso. There's a lot of neat Berkshires that are still operating. So Ian's giving us the education on the 110 there, saying that it's the smallest specific locomotive ever built. George, you can help out whenever you want here. LGL says that they have a live stream at the Train Collectors Association. No, we've never done that, but perhaps maybe we can do that.
Just to put it into perspective, a lot of the people in the Train Collectors Association are about my grandpa's age. And, yeah, so.
The grandpa brings up a good point. There are a lot of groups for Scouts BSA, explorer groups for Scouts BSA. In fact, they've got a couple local ones. Why don't we switch out that conrail? Not that I don't like that conrail, but it's awful loud. And I don't know if people can hear us on that one.
I'm fine by that.
All right, Stephen Pershing says you've seen 2 trains today. That's very good. Very good. Let's see here. So the Explorers is a group through Scouts BSA, and there are a lot of younger people that coalesce in those groups and have modular layouts and they operate them. Like I said, there's 2. That might be something you want to look up in your local area. That would be a good way to meet other people who are your age and into trains. I'm glad that we've got people asking about that because that's always something that's always something that people say is that we don't have enough youth in the hobby. And man, we've got a bunch of youth here that are enjoying the trains with us and talking, and it's great to have you here. I hope that you're able to connect somehow. I have to think about that. And in fact, I'm going to challenge you to try and think of some ways to do that. I think that might be a really fun thing to do, and I don't know what that might be. Maybe a Discord that we can put out there that people can meet up, or a Zoom chat that we can put out. And anybody who wants to come in, we can put up the link for the Zoom chat. And anybody who wants to come in and do a Zoom chat, or I don't know how to do Discord. And I've got so many other things I'm trying to learn that I haven't just gotten to the Discord yet. But maybe a Zoom chat. I'm familiar with Zoom chat. There at the Illinois Live Steamers, we have a 7.5 gauge locomotive, and when the TCA does our annual picnic over there, we'll run our 7.5 gauge train.
We've met the guy that's actually done the Steam channel.
Right.
He's a member of that club.
Right. In fact, he's done a couple of not long segments, but a couple of little segments
I'm in a couple of his videos. Yeah.
Featuring not only George but also our little Santa Fe SW9.
George, is your slope back tender shunter line on MT? It's K-line. It's the K-line engine. My local club has a bunch of youths. It's so good to see them operating. Yeah, it is good. Why is the caboose right behind the loco and not at the end? Well, this is kind of a modern caboose. It's a Norfolk and Southern caboose. And normally nowadays they use cabooses as buffer cars. So,
I didn't know that, George.
Yeah, so they'll put them in between, or they'll use a bunch of cars, like a grain car or something like that. But normally when they're carrying trains with toxic fumes, like tank cars, they'll put a buffer car in between the tank cars and the engine. Normally those are or sometimes they're cabooses. So I don't have any tank cars in the front, but I don't know. That's just to kind of simulate that because I have a marker light on the back of this car that I like to use.
Right. Human City Junction, Ute. What the is a Ute?
Fingers! Fun fact, GFW Trains is the best O-scale railroader / reviewer. Yes, that's correct. Texas Trainmaster's back. Welcome back.
All right. Good to see you, Sam. Thanks for swinging by. So, ours says, like I said, I'm the Jext youngest guy in my model railroad club. Next to you is 38. Yeah, it is definitely aging, but that's why I said, I want to challenge you. Please, think about it. I've challenged George, and he's trying to think about it too. I think that it's neat that we've got a bunch of people here. Maybe you guys can, and especially with the stay at home, maybe you guys can set up a Zoom meeting and talk to each other and just kind of have some face-to-face time. I think that's good. Or maybe there's something else that I don't know. There's a lot of things. Like I don't understand that giving somebody a Twitter and what's that thing that you like, Clock Talk? George loves Clock Talks. Looks at them all day long. And that other things. He loves the Snappy Chat. George is into the Snappy Chat.
Yeah,
Clock Talk.
Clock Talk's my favorite, yeah.
All right. So, Thomas Eden, George, okay, he's asking about that. You answered that. I'm hoping in the future
Sammy!
I can start getting into steam locomotives. Sammy Woodrick's here. All right. Cousin Sam, George's
yeah,
cousin, who's one of
He's
his.
the guy that helps me, or he's probably the guy that I've gotten the most trouble in on the Grandpa's train layout.
Oh my gosh, Sammy and George, they make Grandpa wish that his father and I were around. Sammy's dad and me were brothers, and we used to cause a lot of trouble on Grandpa's layout. So actually, in point of fact, Sammy and George are also a lot better than we are here.
Do you have any, George? Do you have any train ornaments? I have a huge collection of train ornaments. Fun fact, actually, I have a miniaturized train ornament of the 100th anniversary Golden Hudson.
Oh yeah, that's
and it's
true.
actually golden plated too. It's got this old like velvet case for it. It's real nice.
Oh.
Shh, Grandpa's listening.
Sammy's shutting me up. Sorry, Sammy. Sorry.
Yeah, you can't blow our cover, man.
So LGL Rail Yard says, do you guys have a 7.5 gauge locomotive? As a
Yes,
matter of fact,
we
we do.
It's,
Let me see if I can pull up a picture
Santa
of that
Fe
one.
NW2, right?
Let me see if I can pull up a picture of that one.
And we also have access to a steam engine as well. Or our friend has a steam engine that I've driven a lot.
Let me see here. Keep talking, George. You're good.
Hello, Stephen Pearson. Those two are a disaster, but boy, do they have fun. I just let them go on the layout. Yes. Do you need to pay for Zoom? No. But
No, it's free.
Yeah, but if you want to have meetings longer than 40 minutes,
But you can easily get that
Yeah.
going again and again and again. So Ian, the train book kids show song. I'm just gonna call you Ian. Ian says that the 110 was in fact built in 1911 and was built beside the 4501. It was even side by side with being built. Oh, that's interesting. Stephen Pershing saying hi. Why don't you get him a whistle, George? Good. Ours saying Discord would be better because then you can make our pictures of our.
On Human City Junction, you might need wait, you might think I'm a 13-year-old kid. I should know how Zoom works at this time, but I'm homeschooled, so I have no idea. I do not know a lot of things. It's okay, Human City Junction. Do you have any train ornaments? I already answered that, but I can answer it again. I have a huge collection of train ornaments. Well, my dad knows, but I've taken it over. I have a, in fact, actually, I have a mini train ornament of the 100th anniversary, Lionel 100th anniversary Golden Hudson that actually is real gold plated, I'm pretty sure, and it's got a velvet case that goes in. It's pretty sweet. Man, Charlie, you must really stink to be homeschooled right now.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah.
Why does George read the comments so quietly? I don't know. Maybe because I'm a quiet person. That's not true.
Not at all. Not at all. All right, I'm giving up. Well, give me a few more.
I think it might be best to start a group chat somewhere so we can coordinate contact info and a time to chat so everyone knows and can get involved and educated about video chat. Yeah, maybe somebody wants to do that. Yeah. An online chat would be cool though. Yeah, it would be. I think SMT Mainline's done it a couple of times. Or is it just that Wally is so loud? Fingers! Feels so. Take a look at all that damage, and we're gonna repair it using Flex Shop. Texas Trainmaster, are you all going to watch my last stream or my live stream after this? After this, also, how do I put the hashtag with the name on the title? That's part of OBS. I'm not 100% sure how you do that. But yeah. Hey Sammy, what are you running today? Oh yeah, that is a good question. Sammy, what are you running? Sammy also has a layout of his own that he's been working really hard on. His is just got finished. It's so I think it's a. Oh god, I think it's a 6x10 layout if I'm not mistaken. But yeah.
Here we go. No.
I get nervous when I see Wally tapping on the keyboard.
Stop it. Stop it.
H.O. Hornby live stream. double O scale. Never heard of the LJL rail yard. I see a CSX SD40-2 today. Oh, that's cool, Steven. I'm not running it today. I am working on fixing it today. Oh, what happened, Sammy? You'd have to let us know. But yeah, Sammy's allowed to use his fast track as a track, and his widest radius is 072. It's pretty cool. O scale's the best scale. I strongly agree, but I know that other scales are just as good. Texas Trainmaster Railroad. I think this one's probably one of my favorites, the KD one. But yeah.
There we go. There's our little 7.5 gauge.
Yeah. And there's the Northern Pacific number 84 behind it that I've driven as well. That one's one of my favorites.
That's it.
That was the day I got in trouble.
What'd you get in trouble for, George?
I ran the train too fast. And yeah.
There we go. I see that one wasn't too bad in terms of me.
How old is George in this photo? I am 14 in that photo. That was over the summer, so it kind of hit a growth spurt. Well, scale has been around the longest. Yeah, but all gauges are equally as good.
So Thomas Eden is asking if that's ours.
Yes, it is. It is ours. Yeah, George. You look a lot younger in that photo. Yeah. Yeah. Things happened. Grew a couple of inches.
His voice got deep.
Yeah.
George started to grow some facial hair since that last time.
I love that. It is a chair strapped to a milk crate, strapped to a flat car. That's the fine class of 7.5 gauge. You're telling me that photo was taken less than a year ago? Yes, it was. Can you read my last comment?
LGL. I'm jealous. I really like it.
Thank you.
Well, good. If you ever make it out here Illinois way, we'll have to take you out and go for a spin in that bad boy.
On the juice.
Hey, James Conductor's in the house. Good to see you here, James. Thanks for stopping by. Hang out, kick back, relax, get yourself something to drink, and enjoy a fun Saturday with us.
When this whole
I got to tell you about the for all of you that are just getting here and haven't been involved with our live stream before, we have a bit of a game here that whenever George says the word,
Cap forward.
they have to take a drink. Right, George? Well, how many times is George had on cab forward today, everybody?
Cap forward.
Yep. LJL's asking if the 7.5 gauge has a horn, George.
Yes, it does. It does have a horn.
Angel thinks you've been on the juice. You should see his muscles, Angel. Oh, you can't give the gun show tickets to the gun show away for free, Angel. You got to pay for that.
Yeah.
What's it hitting over there, George?
Here, do you want to go check it out? And I can
Yep.
Did you miss the patio train last week? He's talking about 7.5 gauge. I just got the new line Chief James set. I've got to fix it. Oh, that's cool.
That's neat.
When this whole pandemic.
All right, why don't you get that one go? I think something happens, and every once in a while the truck comes off, so it hits the switch mover. Yeah. Oops. All right, George is fixing that one out. I'd love to make a loop in our backyard for that 7.5 gauge, but I don't have enough room in our backyard here. But we do belong to a club that's right down the road here a little bit. It's about 15 minutes away from our house. That has about what did you say, about a half mile of track, George? About a half mile of track, and we operate there at that one. It's called the Prairie State Railroad Club out in Big Rock, Illinois. It's another spot you can look up if you're interested. Prairie State Railroad Club. Google that one. All right, we're back at it again.
Cap forward.
Here we go. Do that here. All right. All right. So Texas Trainmaster says, when this whole pandemic is over, I plan to join the TCA. How much is it to be a member? The national TCA, right off the top of my head, I don't remember. I think it's $35 to be a member of the national TCA. So that's that, and then the local divisions from there. You plug into the local divisions from there too. So check it out. Traincollectors.org. Let's see here. Ours trains, they live stream on a layout that's 15 minutes away. Right. So, good to see you grabbing a drink for the drinking game, Charlie. George, can you read what Tim says there? I can't read it. It's pretty far.
GFW, I haven't been counting how many times Cab Forward has been said by George. Yeah, man, I love the Cab Forward. Real great. And the Cab Forward is just like an amazing engine. So much that the Cab Forward, I don't know, it's just like a backwards big boy.
Grandpa says we're going to do a social segregation. One person on an engine and 4 cars back. I like that idea, Grandpa. I like that idea.
Angel says $35 is cheap. I paid like $250 to be on the CLRC. I think it gets more expensive as you get into the divisions, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
It doesn't? Oh. Does group your count? It does, Sammy. It does.
George, you still... What's that?
Can you read my last comment? I know there's a live stream club in Dayton's Charlotte Park. Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Hey, I'm here. What's up, Wally and George? I got a slice of cake. Yum. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, good stuff, New England Rail fan. Oh, I'm being loud. I don't want to...
Oh, Tim's correcting us.
What's Tim say?
TCA national membership is $50, and the Midwest Division membership.
All right, there you go. There you go. And Tim, in terms of the division memberships, each division has a different cost for their membership. So it might be...
yeah. Angel, Sammy is your cousin with his own airport. His father owns an airline company, or not an airline,
flight school.
Flight school, and
Illinois Aviation Academy, based out of the DuPage Airport in West Chicago.
Sammy likes to fly planes a lot.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So we hit 30 on the stream. That's good stuff. Thank you, everybody who's coming. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're having a great time here on the live stream today. Welcome to our little corner of YouTube and our little corner of the hobby. Hope you're having a good time. One of the things that I want to recommend everybody to do is support each other. We've got a lot of different YouTubers coming in here and making comments and hanging out. Please check out their channels. Let's support each other in the community. Subscribe to their channels. In fact, I'm going to put up here. Let's see. Yeah, nothing's working today. There we go.
Charleston Eastgate, welcome to the stream.
I'm going to put our email up there, and if we haven't subscribed to your YouTube channel, please shoot us an email here at Train Buds, and we'll hit you with a sub from GFW Trains, and then also from Wally Wordrick, the two accounts that we use here. So, yeah, do that. But thanks everybody for being here, Charleston Eastgate. Hey, you guys, hope you're all well. Give me a toot on the old whistle. Give me a toot.
Already did.
Oh, I'm behind.
Yeah, you are.
You must be in the Eastern time zone, ahead of me, an hour ahead of me. George.
LJL Rails. Can you check my last comment? Can you retype it again, please? Sammy's a good little pilot. He flies radio control planes. Also has a collection. That is very true, actually. He has a really cool collection of RC planes. So, yeah.
Oh, LGL says I may send you some pictures that I've drawn to your Gmail. Well, thanks. That'd be good.
Hello, Steam Bricks. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, Sam's got a real cool collection. He also has some gas-powered planes as well.
Says New England Rail Fan Production. Says GFW, sub me right? Yep.
Correct.
We got you, sub. Very good, very good.
you guys have any train ornaments? I was gone for a while. I might have missed the answer. Yes, we do. I have a huge collection of train ornaments. In fact, I have a train ornament of the 100th anniversary. Um, Lionel Hudson, which is a gold-plated Hudson, and it's actually gold-plated. It's got a nice little velvet case that goes in.
So again, Charlie, I don't have time to write. A lot of stuff passes when we're doing these live streams. I don't get a chance to write it down. So if you don't think that GFW is subbed, or if you don't think that I subbed, just shoot me an email with what you think at the email address below. We want to support everybody here, and sometimes there's a lot of information that passes through when we're doing the live stream that we don't get it written down or doing anything on that one. So yeah.
What are we running today? We're running the Cab Forward because the Cab Forward is a great engine, and the Cab Forward is my favorite engine because the Cab Forward is just a beautiful engine. Then we're running the Norfolk and Western Ace again, but we're running super long freight trains today. Alco Power, welcome to the stream.
Hey! Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being part of having our fun today here on Saturday, running trains, hanging out with friends.
Cool, I'm planning on getting a Chessie T1. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, that Chessie T1's a beautiful engine, isn't it, George? I love the colors on that Chessie. That's good stuff.
You got the scrolling ticker going with the audio. Yes.
Yeah, not bad, huh? I just can't get the camera working today. Our little camera like we were using yesterday. I have no idea. This OBS.
We have a template of the 700. I mean, ornament of 700 don't we?
Yep.
Yeah. And then we have the Blue Comet as well.
Right.
We have a Hiawatha.
Right, the Hiawatha.
We have a T1.
And we've got the old
Daylight.
The switcher, the old switcher.
Oh yeah, the Pensy switcher. The
Yep.
A6.
Yep.
We have
the Hudson, the very first one. The very first ornament that Hallmark came out with.
Oh yeah.
We've got the glass one of the 4501.
We have a bunch of them actually. Then we have a whole set of Blue Comet passenger cars. We have Daylight. We have a bunch of miscellaneous freight cars, and I'm trying to think of what else we got. We have a Super Mini J.
Yes,
we have
do.
a J class and a Super Mini J, and then a what else? I'm drawing a blank.
That's pretty much all I can think of, George.
I know we have a couple.
Charleston, no beer for me today. Just a nice, cool, smooth iced tea.
What are we running? We're running the Cab Forward because the Cab Forward is an amazing engine. And the Norfolk and Western Ace.
Smooth.
The Chessie 2101 is my train OC or my steam locomotive. Second is J1A and third is Berkshire and fourth is Big Berkshire. Oh, that's cool.
So New England Rail Fan Production says that I'm an aviator and I also play train driver and train simulator and also Brownie and Fury. But that's other trains and other model railroading O scale and HO scale for me. That's cool. I'm glad to hear we got a lot of aviators here in the house. I'll go grab that one, George.
Who said that?
That was New England Rail Fan Production 2017.
And diesel flounders, SD78s and SD40-2. That's cool. George, what is your favorite locomotive type? Cab Forward, of course.
Ooh, here we go. Cab Forward.
Cab Forward is an amazing engine. That's why I love the Cab Forward because the Cab Forward is so unique. And the Cab Forward is just an amazing engine because the Cab Forward is just cool and the Cab Forward's got 16 driving wheels.
I must not be getting that driver back or that front truck back on over there.
Oh,
Huh?
no, I think it's the lift bridge.
It's the flat cart over there. Yeah, why don't you check that out here? Let's see here. Chessie 2101 is my train. Sammy says things are coming in too fast here, guys. Let me see what we got. Says, Sammy, you inspired me the other day. I'm trying to get my old 164 log loader working again and change the motor. Now I have to install it. New York Central J1 Productions. George, what's your most favorite locomotive? You answered that one. Wow, things are going fast, guys. Sorry about this. Charlie Model Train says, I have a Hudson, a Blue Comet,
Southern Pacific observation car, a Nutcracker route steam locomotive, and a C&O caboose. Very cool. Sam checks his train master, says, I wish Lionel would make a template I can't afford. Angel Garcia says, Big Boy is better than the cab forward. Oh, man, them's fighting words there, Angel. Them's fighting
Square
words.
up, boy.
And Sammy's warning you, George. He says, you're out of root beer. You got to slow down with that cab forward thing. Now I'm on iced tea, too. Jeez. Yeah. Human City Jenkins says, oh, right on. Cab forward. Okay, fingers. Time for me to hit the road. Dinner time. Have a great weekend. See y'all soon. Human City Junction.
See you, Human City Junction.
Right on. Thanks for coming, spending some time with us. Good to see you here. Give him a whistle on the way out, George. We'll see you around, onward and upward. I got to think of a good railroad slogan when people leave. Like, make sure you sign the record book on the way out, or whatever they say when they shut down one of the engines. You're going to have to help me out on that. Think of something that we can say when people say that they're leaving.
Yeah, we should.
Make sure you sign the record book or the log book on the way out. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me with that.
Wally, just turn the cab forward around and it'll be cab backwards. So no more chugging iced tea.
Right.
We have a cab backwards. It's called the AC9.
Yeah, backwards cab forwards.
I wish Lionel would make a template cab forward. What do you mean by that? Cab forward sucks in my opinion.
Oh, who said that one?
Ian the train kid.
Oh, no, Ian, them fighting words, dude. So, all right, we're back. Charlie, yeah, you're right, Charlie. Gulp for me. Let's see, Alka Power, love the cab forward. Also, the U50. George likes the U50. Don't you like that?
The U50, yeah. The U50C, I love.
Yep. Over 30 watchers. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I wish Lionel would make a template cab forward. Super horrible. I don't think so. I think it would look strange.
New England Railfan Productions says C5, a C130H, an F-15s, and a C-17 Globemasters. I think that both the SP and the cab forward is just as good as the Big Boy. No needs for a fight. There we go. No needs for a fight.
Right.
We can all get along here, can't we? Ian says they look like a strange, unrealistic thing. You know what? That's why I like them, though.
Yeah,
I have to be honest.
And they are very realistic because they were on a railroad. So.
Let's see here.
Or an engine.
I like that. Human City says, don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Yeah.
That's pretty good stuff right there. You can always count on Human City Junction for a nice zinger right there.
Fingers!
See you around. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way
I'm
out.
going to go to one of the videos and comment fingers.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Texas Train
Fingers
Master.
okay?
Texas Train Master says, I wish. All right. We're getting close to getting caught up here. Let's see.
Dang, we're almost at 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. Time flies when you're having fun, that's for sure. We got lots of people on the stream here. George has got to go right at 5. He's got something George is going from like one live stream to the next live stream to the next live stream, but we got a really good large group of people here, so I may try and keep the stream going a little bit after that. I even got a little nudge from my wife. She's like, hey, what are we doing about dinner? But we're having so much fun playing trains here. I think I'm going to tell her that maybe we're going to have to wait on that dinner until after George is done with his online class. What are you doing? Communication merit badge for Scouts?
Yeah.
Tell George you're real excited about it. Yeah, tell him about your live stream, about how you communicate. I'm not one at a time in here. I'm a mass communicator. I'm mass communicator. I'm GFW Trains. Come on, George, do that for me one time.
Man, I'm GFW Trains.
Oh my gosh. So James says, hey Wally, here's a good departing line. Train now leaving on track 8. Username here. I like that one.
The cab forward would be a UP locomotive today. UP would restore if they didn't restore 3985 with the Big Boy because UP, well, the cab forward is never going to be restored, and here's why, okay? First of all, I don't even think that, I think the boiler's crap.
On which one?
On the real one.
On
It's
which
still
one?
around. The cab forward.
Oh, yeah?
And second thing, the UP, if that were the case, then they would have 4449, you know? So I I don't think there's any like short line that would be big enough capable to run the cab forward.
Yeah, yeah.
And the UP, of course, is all like, oh, we don't want you on our tracks and stuff like that. So
So New England says the B-52s, B-17s, and B-29s are better, and cab forward would be a UP Loco today because it would be restored if they didn't restore the 3985 or the big boy, and because well, that's what you just talked about. Sorry about that. So Angel says, yeah, you seem to do a little bit of everything.
yeah, do actually, good point. Except for
So ours says, so-and-so, thank you for watching. We'll see you later down the line. That's good. That one's good. Ours train says, we need Billy Mays.
well, UP will fix the Challenger if they do were to do another. Yeah, that's true. It's funny. Oh shoot.
What's wrong?
Something just must be off because the train just slowed down. Anyways, yeah. I love the Locomotive. Yeah.
See you around the roundhouse. I like that when EOMRS.
George, how would you react if cab forward was restored? I would be pretty amazed, and I would go to see that.
Actually, in point of fact, George and I, we followed the 4014 when they announced that 4014 was going to be restored. We both did one of these, right?
Yeah.
We followed the whole thing with the restoration. It's so cool that they decided that they wanted to get that one out, and UP wanted to invest and restore it. I hope that they don't let the Challenger, get, what's the number on it?
3985.
3985. I hope that they don't let that one get mothballed just because they got a newer, shinier toy to play with. Because the Challenger is a beautiful engine as well as that 844. I also know it takes a lot of money to keep that all up.
Well, now 3985 is retired. I've seen a B42 fly over on YouTube. They're allowed. Yeah. I hope the 3985 isn't dead. If so, they gotta put it on display somewhere.
Right.
You can't just keep. That makes sense.
No. Tell me what you think.
So like they won't let people like 30 or 4449 run on their main line.
Oh yeah.
Or they won't.
I don't understand that. You're right.
How much more of it's gonna happen here? They only run UP engines. I guess Norfolk and Southern is kind of like that, but they just were like done with their stuff.
Right. They're just like, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, they decided to restore a new engine when they could have restored 3985. I mean, I think the big boy's cool, but I think they should have prioritized the 3985 for more over than the big boy, because that was their big toy for the longest time. It's done like crazy hours for it. They put it through
Right.
crazy ton of
Right.
stuff. But yeah.
So Angel's saying that boilers crack due to stress fatigue and pressurization cycles similar to cabins in an aircraft. Right. To go pressurized, depressurized, and train boilers can obviously last longer. The Railfan Production says that 3985 is retired as of right now, that he's seen a B-52 fly over. It's loud. Jigoku Samurai says, here's my suggestion. We'll see you again on down the line. I like that. That's nice, simple, concise.
I would love to see the remaining cab forward restored and running. That would be a special event for me. Yeah. Honestly, if I had a choice to see the cab forward with the 4014, I'd choose the cab forward.
I'm all out. Look at that, man. I'm all out. I'm all out of iced tea. We're getting down to the. Well, I guess we got some time left on the stream. I can go up and get another iced tea.
Boom, and when she blew her whistle for the first time in 60 years, and I cried inside. She's not dead, just retired until they can't get enough funds to restore Challenger. And by 2027. It's not that they don't need the funds. I mean, Union Pacific, they're like.
Right, they're loaded.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for one point in time, if they wanted something from the U.S. government, the U.S. government would give them that.
Right.
It's not that they don't have the money. So just they don't want to put money into the STEAM program.
Right. So let's see here. Gotta grab that one. Show that one.
Why isn't the 40 or 844 gone in her 1,427 days spectrum yet. She must be special to Ed Dickens. LOL. Yeah. Thoughts on Mexican railroads? Well, I don't know. They don't really know too much about them. I think they're cool. I mean, I've seen a Ferromex engine, but the one time I saw it was behind another train, so I didn't really get to see it. Bill Bailey, welcome back.
Hey, Bill. Good to see you back. Welcome home, Bill Bailey.
Would you buy a Livestream Cap Ford or a Big Boy? LOL.
Ooh. I don't know if
I
there
would
is
buy
a,
the. Yeah, there is.
there's a live steam Cap Forward. No kidding.
I would buy the Big Boy just because the Cap Ford's got to be a pain in the butt to operate.
Yeah.
Because, there's no room for you to sit in the front of the cab and.
Right. Grandpa was saying 844 is operable. Yeah, I would like to see the 844. I got to see a 4014 yet. All of those locomotives. Got to get out there and see that stuff. So.
Yeah, but I think rather than give her a rest, try and just at least put an effort to make her running again.
Right. Grandpa's saying the UP actually is now the parent for the 4449. Well, they're the parent of not the 4449, but the rails that the 4449 would have ridden on, since it was SP. And from what I understand, that the UP doesn't let the 4449 run on its main line. The SP, and Grandpa's clarifying that is that they don't let foreign steam on their lines unless it was a national program for the Freedom Train. 4049 has actually worked the west, and the Reading worked the east.
Which is why you never see any live steam on other than
like smaller railroads.
Yeah.
Yeah. UP is kind of the UP really ruffled my feathers a couple of years ago. You probably don't remember this, George, when they restricted people using, or they restricted people using the railroads that were part of the UP in model railroading. They actually said you couldn't use that stuff.
Yeah, they're just needy, They want everything for themselves. They should renovate the DD.
But hey, no. In UP's defense, they changed that.
Yeah, but I mean, no other railroad had a problem with that.
Right. So Grandpa's suggesting a road trip to Cheyenne. I'm 100% on board for that. I'd like to get out there to Cheyenne and see that big boy. For sure. Ours Train's asking if you've heard of Train Mountain in Oregon.
Yes.
That's where they have the 7.5 gauge out there. That's the biggest one in the United States, right? Train Mountain is.
Yeah, I think so. It's for sale, actually.
For sale? I
Yeah.
thought a club owned it, George.
No, it's privately owned.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's at somebody's house. In somebody's backyard.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It's a big backyard.
It's been for sale for a long time. Yeah, and all the engines.
Let's buy it. Hey, who else wants to go in on us to buy a 7.5 gauge railroad in?
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was on. I'm not sure somebody bought it, but it was for sale last time I was on Discover Live Steam. So.
New York Central wants us to drift a locomotive. Not today. Not
Go
today.
easy, guys. EP may not be perfect, but they do have a Steam program.
I agree with that one. Who said that? Who's it?
Grandpa.
Grandpa. I agree. So we're going too fast here. Ours Train says it's like the coolest place on earth. We have to tell them about the place that we have been. White Creek, George.
Oh yeah, White Creek is the third largest 7.5 gauge railroad in the United States. So they're real nice actually, or is real nice. It's I think they have like 3 miles of main line on that track, and it's just really cool. And we went down there and rode on the White Creek Railroad. It's just cool.
That's where we got our train from. That used to live
Yeah.
at the White Creek Railroad for a long time. So, oh gosh, going too fast for me. Let's see, all steam locomotive. And Sam's saying all the steam locomotives are unique, from the small ones to the big ones, and they all serve a specific person in our country's history. Al Capara says, love to see a Delaware and Hudson Sharknose restored. Me too. I think you got a lot of.
The two left are in a private auction right now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I
Sorry.
heard they're going to a museum, but knows that they might get restored if someone steps in.
Have you guys seen Nickel Plate's Road 765? We've ridden behind it, actually.
Yeah.
There's Joliet Rocket. Or other
Yeah, that one comes from time to time out here to Illinois. It runs from Joliet to Chicago, and we rode on that one a couple of years ago. That's fun. That's a beautiful engine.
Why can't?
In fact, there's a video on GFW Trains of it coming into station in Chicago blowing its whistle.
Why can't you model the SP? A guy in Classic Toy Trains modeled the SP, but called it. So good. Can you say that word? Seldman.
Yeah.
Seldman and Poland lines and not Southern Pacific LOL. So yeah. Has UP Big Boy ever been Eastern? I think the farthest Eastern has been in Chicago.
What's that?
I think UP is the farthest Eastern, or the farthest
Yeah.
East has been in Chicago.
Yep. Ian's asking about the 2716. What is the 2716? Do you know? And Ian,
I think it's a.
Ian, clarify what that one is. I'm not familiar with that steam engine. New York Central J1 Hudson Productions says, has the UP Big Boy ever been? You answered that one. Sorry. Angel saying he's going to Noodles and Company. See you guys. Well, thanks, Angel. We'll see you around the roundhouse sometime. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. I like that. New York Central J1 Hudson Productions says, luckily I have no noodles. Or can I find them? So New England Railfan Productions says, I've seen her on YouTube and know,
Yeah, that's right. It's a Kanawha.
and know if 4014 came to where I live, she might break the tracks, LOL. Wally and George, what will happen if the 4014 came to the Northeast? I think it would not only break some tracks, but also to blow some people's minds out there in the Northeast to see a big boy. What's with the
Challenger went out.
What's with the Clinchfield Challenger? You
So
know the story on that one, George?
3985 went to east on the CSX and the old Clinchfield line, and the CSX said yes, you can run over here on our main line, only if you re-letter the tender to be Clinchfield and then renumber it to be one of our old Challengers. And they said, oh yeah.
We got you.
So they ran it in the Allegheny Mountains with where the Clinchfield used to run. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
My first time watching your channel, just subbed yesterday. Nice looking layout. Thank you, Dustin and Scale.
Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. We're having a good time today with the live stream. So kick back, relax, grab something to drink, hang out with us for a little bit. Probably go maybe another 20 minutes. George has only got another 5 around here before he's got to run upstairs, and then I'll probably be driving the train solo after that for a little bit. Having a good time. We got 27 people here hanging out with us. I always hate to close down the live stream when we have so many people, especially when we have such a good chat like it's going on here today.
Yeah.
Ian, where is the CNO 2017 at? Where is that one at? It's in Kentucky, and that was the one that was in Indiana that we saw, right? We saw the boiler of it.
That's
But we saw it.
That's a Berkshire. Or
Okay.
No, that's not a Berkshire. No,
That's
587.
587. Gotcha.
That's a nickel plate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was cool, but don't forget our bridges are not that heavy, and CSX might not like that because our west bridges are able, but
Right. So New England Railfan Production says it's similar to 1225 and 765. All right, gotcha.
see you, Alco Power.
Hey,
And
thanks
see
for
you,
coming.
Charlie's Model Trains.
Hey guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us today. We had a great time. Thanks for going. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
You like
Take
that,
care,
George?
guys. See you, Steven. That's cool.
All right.
DV-Tech, did you get your smoke fluid yet?
Look at this. We got a big one there. We were running that one the other day, DV Tech. We almost got smoked out the basement here. Let's run a little bit of smoke fluid. What do you say, George? Actually, we'll do that next stream.
Yeah,
We'll do that next stream. George has got to run here in about 2 minutes
Both
upstairs.
the engines
In fact, why don't you go up there right now? Why don't you sign out?
on. See you guys. Thank you for coming.
Wait. What's her? See you around the roundhouse.
Oh, yeah.
I'm joking,
Both the
George.
engines on don't have working stuff.
All right. So I'll get back here in the catbird seat. DB Tech, I apologize. Sometimes when wingman goes, I gotta be like, George, go do this. George, go do that. When he goes, I don't have anyone to do that, so it'll be a little bit more difficult. Let me see here. It's the best spot to come in here so I can see everything. think this one. I like this one. I've got over here, for those of you who can't see, I've got the stream and the everything coming through over here, and then we've got one coming over here for George and I. Let's see. So, in Newark Central, J1 Hudson Productions. Goodbye. All right, we'll see you around. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. See, that's good. Yeah, Grandpa's right. The CSX doesn't like Amtrak running their rails. That's kind of one of those things. Ian's saying, is the CSX doing a STEAM program? To the best of my knowledge, I don't think the CSX has ever done a STEAM program. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong? Even when they did, well, I suppose, well, CSX wasn't Chessie STEAM special. Let's see. DB Tech says, okay, maybe tomorrow, Monday. Yep, we'll get you to on that one. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get that. But man, we had that one going the other day. My wife came down here. She's like, oh my God, what's going on downstairs? Because it was all smoked up. Bill Bailey's asking, is the cab forward the biggest engine that you have? We have the cab forward is the biggest engine that we have right now that runs. We have an AC9, which is actually bigger than the cab forward. But the other day that one shorted out and I fried something on the circuit board, so it's not running real well right now. New York Central J1 Hudson Productions says, bye guys, don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Good to have you here. Thanks for coming in and hanging out with us today. Good time on the live stream, and appreciate everybody who decides to come here and hang out with us in the model railroad community and on the live stream here. Again, I want to say, please, everybody support each other on our YouTube channels. The names all come up on the side there. It used to be that you had those 3 dots, so it was a little bit easier to find each other's channel. But please support each other, watch each other's videos, subscribe to each other's channels. We got a neat little section of the railroad community here, so help each other out if you would. So, all right, backing up here. New England Railfan Productions says 3985 hauled the Santa Fe train as the 676, which is the Clinch's Challenger. And the Clinch's Challengers were from the Rio Grande because the Rio Grande did not like the order of the Challengers, and the CSX even don't like Amtrak running on their rails. Yep, that's a bone of contention in the Worderick family, that's for sure. So New York Central J1 Hudson Productions says, oh, I thought the stream was over. Well, we hit 5 o'clock. Sometimes we like to continue the stream on through if we've got some people chatting and everything like that. Oh, I suppose I should button things up because Texas Trainmaster wants to do a stream too. I think as soon as we're done here, Texas Trainmaster is going to have a live stream over there, start chatting up everybody and continue the chat over there. Let's see here. Bill Bailey says, oh, no, I got that one here. Say New England Railfan Productions says, imagine how pissed the CSX would be if the 4014 ran over their track. Yeah, that would be fun. I would like to see their heads explode if that were to happen. New York Central J1 Hudson Productions, well, I guess I can ask this question. Is the Joliet Rocket still run? The Joliet Rocket, not necessarily in its sense, but the 765 from the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society comes up once a year, and they bring up a whole string of passenger cars, and they run from Joliet to Chicago and then back again. And they run a really nice operation. Once you get out to Chicago, you go into LaSalle Street Station. They have a nice spread of hors d'oeuvres and food for everybody. You have a band playing, and it's a really fun time. That 765 is a beautiful, beautiful engine. They come in, they bring it in, they even back it out and bring it in with the whistle blowing so you can hear it and watch it come into the station. Fantastic, fun times. All right. I lost my place here. So Grandpa says the Joliet Rocket was one weekend tourist special. Right on that one. So here we are. Texas Trainmasters, I need 1,000 subscribers. I help you all. I hope you can all help me out. There's a reason to tune in to the live stream. that you'll see. So New York Central J1 Hudson Production says, but does it still run? Yeah, it does still run. But like I said, it's just a tourist train, usually 1 week in a year that comes through here. Bill Bailey asking, are you doing a live stream tomorrow? Yeah, we are going to do a live stream tomorrow. Make sure you come back. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll be here at 3 o'clock. So I suppose I'll get through reading these last comments, and then I'll phase out so Sam over there at Texas Trainmaster Productions can get going with his live stream. So let me get through these and tell everybody. See you around. See what do we got here. It says, I want to see a Kentucky Stream Heritage Corporation and CSX partnered up and let the other steamer be restored. LNN's 576 in Northern and 1270 or 2716 in Hall of Santa train next year. That would be cool. Again, stream tomorrow. We'll be here 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Ian, they didn't do the Joliet Rocket last year. We didn't ride on it last year. I'm not sure if they did it or not. Our train says, I wish the 4014 would come back to New York where it was born. I can't imagine all the weight issues it would pop up over that super huge long distance. I agree with that, ours. A New England Railfan Production 2017 says, wait, I just got here, don't leave now. But that would be funny to see post Hunter Harrison era CS action. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Be here, be square, man. TDF Line says the New York Central J1 Hudson Productions probably not happening this year. Too much craziness happening this year. Plus, I'm not sure if the 765 has PTC. Iron Fox 7 in the house. Good to see Iron Fox. Thanks for checking in. We're about ready to check out. Sorry about that, but make sure you come back tomorrow, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. We'll see you then, or 3 o'clock until 5 o'clock ish. We've got tomorrow. We've got special guests that are going to be on. It's going to be. I've got to pump that up once again. We're going to have David and Don Lambert on tomorrow. Let me just make sure I got the last name correct on here. David and Don Lambert. And they're going to be sharing their beautiful, beautiful O-gauge layout tomorrow. It's going to be really cool. They're coming in from Michigan. We're going to pipe them in on the stream on FaceTime. And make sure that you're here for that, because that's going to be a really special moment. Wait till you see their layout. It's going to make your mind explode. It's a father-son team just like George and I. And they're checking in. They've got some scale stuff going on, building a layout in this time at home. And I invited them to come on, and hopefully we can get that straightened out and get them on here. So anyway, I'm going to have to button things up here. Thanks, everybody, for coming by. Please join us tomorrow. Please join us tomorrow. We'll be here from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. 1, 2. Make sure that you support each other on their YouTube channel. I'm going to throw this up here right now, guys. If you don't think that we've subscribed to you, I apologize. There's a lot of stuff that comes on and a lot of people that come into our channel, and I don't have or to our live streams, and I don't have time to write them all down. But hit me with a email at trainbuds@gmail.com, and I'll make sure that we get a subscription out there to you. And yeah, Harry, I'm sorry we're not doing train races today. We're going to do train races next Friday. But that said, Harry, one thing that I want you to do is I want you to check in tomorrow, and I want you to tell me what trains that you want to see raced. Now, mind you, that you just have to be the train racing engine. So we're not racing the cab forward. We're not racing any of the ST70 Aces, but we got our train racing fleet. Tell us which ones that you want to race there. So sorry we're not doing any train racing today. I would like to do some train racing, but 1 day a week. We're going to save that for Fast Fridays. We'll do train racing on Fast Fridays. So that said, everybody, we'll see you around. Please, we'll see you around the roundhouse. Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out. Till next time.